Hi everyone, my name is Brad Hemming, one of the candidates being considered to join the board of directors of the American Community School. We have a son, GT Hemming, who's a 10th grader there at ACS, and we've been a member of the community for the last 3 years since moving from Washington, D.C. here to Abu Dhabi. As I reflect back on my family's experience with the school, I guess I would just start by saying how really impressed I am with the entire community. The teachers, the faculty, the administration, the committees, and the families. What we've seen over the last 3 years has just been truly amazing. And in a lot of respects, I reflect back on that from a prior role I had back at my children's school in Washington, D.C., where I was on the board for 5 years, where we undertook a strategic plan in anticipation of a major capital campaign. Nowhere near the kind of scope that was undertaken here, as well as a rather typical type of school year, unlike what we've experienced here for the last 2.5 to 3 years. But I learned a lot from that experience. In putting together a strategic plan, it's not just about putting something on paper. There's a lot to think about. And when we looked at it, we had to try and understand all the different changes that were going on in the educational community and how ways of teaching were changing and all the different types of programs there were and systems and equipment and so forth that could really help bolster, the education of our young children. We had to take a look at our leadership at the school and understand if they were, capable of leading the school into, the next decade and beyond, and then solidify their commitment to the school and our commitment to them at the same time prior to enacting any kind of changes at the school and undertaking the capital campaign. We had to examine the financial condition of the school and make certain that we could accomplish what we needed to financially, and then also look closely at the needs of the faculty and the teachers to make sure that at the end of the day we were able to give them what they needed to meet the needs of the kids, because at the end of the day, it's what happens within those four walls that really create the value for our community. And so I guess what I would just say is I have a tremendous appreciation for the hard work it takes, and especially what has been accomplished by, again, the ACS board and the faculty and the committees and the teachers and so forth. And I guess the way I would just conclude this video is to say that if I was elected to the board of directors, I just would be happy to contribute in any way I can. Thank you.